Brews and Banter Podcast. Banter Podcast. Brews and Banter Podcast. What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Brews and Banter Podcast. I'm your host, Rob G. And with me, as always, is the legendary Brew Crew. What up, fellas?
I got water, I got, juice or whatever. He's like, y'all need twin legs? Matter of fact, I do.
To everybody is,
Does Delaware have an actual culture?
this is the podcast that we talk about beer, but we also talk about a lot of things that's happening in the world, politics, movies, anything really that comes to our mind while we're here sampling these brews. Grab a drink and pull up a chair.
Dedicated to all the pretty girls. All the pretty girls in the world.
Ugly girls, too.
You give me your number, I call you up. You act like your pussy on AIDS or raw. I don't have no trouble with you fucking me, but I have a little problem with you not fucking me. Baby, you know I'ma take care of you.
That boy was wild.
I always forget
That
how,
was wild.
how graphic this song are.
That was on the radio, man.
Yeah.
That radio edit was crucial.
Yeah, it was.
Give me that money.
Because there's no way any of his albums songs would have played without radio edits.
Maybe Fantasy with Mariah Carey.
Oh,
Yeah, but that wasn't his though. So that's probably why.
But I'm just saying he was. I'm just saying a verse.
Oh, yeah.
It was a verse
No choice.
that was clean enough to get on
Right.
the radio without just he just had to delete one cuss word or two. I think.
Yeah. He had no choice. They was like, nah, you can't say that. No, sir.
It's so wild thinking back like they did a song together.
Well, yeah, because you would have, but
Nobody
they
else
would've
in the Woo did a song with Mariah Carey, but
that is
ODG.
true. But he was the breakout star, and he just happened to die.
I feel like it was
early.
Method Man. It literally was a
Boy.
song. Everybody thought Method Man was a solo artist, and that was the debut song of the Wu-Tang Clan. What is that about? That seems wrong to me. The youngest member of the group gets the first song, and it's named after him. Like, I want to know the history of how that became the single for the Wu-Tang Clan. Because I grew up thinking
Everyone didn't watch the Hulu
I don't
Wu-Tang
know.
Clan saga.
Oh, well, that's what.
it tells you
At least I know where to find it.
There's
At
a
least I know where-
reference.
At least I know where to find it.
There you go.
Thank you, Rob. You watch everything, bro. I don't watch anything. We're on the opposite sides of the spectrum when it comes to that.
Yes.
Well, everything Wu-Tang, I definitely got to watch, and that they kind of went through because that wasn't the first song. The first song was "Protect Your Neck." That was actually the first song they put out.
Interesting. Okay.
They
Yep.
just
More
put out-
education. More Woo education.
Yeah. But it was always
Man.
Raekwon's approach to keep. not Raekwon. RZA's
RZA.
approach to
RZA.
treat everybody as a solo artist.
Mm.
So because he already had a 5-year vision, almost like King Richard, Richard, like he had a plan,
yeah.
like this is how
For the group. Yeah.
it should go. Right.
All right. Maybe I should check it out. Maybe if I do have time for TV.
Yeah, make
put
time.
that
You gotta
on
make
there.
time for things that are special.
Mhm.
It's two. I
He
think
said
it's
it's
2
not that
seasons in.
special.
I mean, it's a good show, but I think next year, it's only going to 3 seasons because obviously they're at this point at first they weren't in a group yet, but now season 2 they're a group, so now they'll be showing the meteoric, I guess,
Success.
how they became the big
Mhm.
Wu-Tang they are. People know them as now. All right, what up? Welcome to Bruising Banter Podcast, where the topic
Only
is
4
around
minutes this
brew.
time.
Happy to fuel it. I'm your host, Rob G, and with me, as always, the legendary Brew Crew. What's going on, fellas?
What's up?
Hello, everyone. What is going on, everyone? How y'all doing, everyone?
All right. Shout out to
Everybody.
Rio to Yoda. He is doing his family traveling thing.
Being a parent is hard and no fun sometimes. You don't get to do things you like to do because they are running you ragged.
Mm.
That's
Well,
it.
according to
Amen,
somebody,
brother.
I forgot the guy. I forgot the guy name, but according to somebody, he just made a song that said "fuck them kids."
Yes, I just heard that shit this morning.
Word? You all heard it on like YouTube or
On
like,
Instagram. I just heard like a
Yeah.
verse.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I
it's
just
too
heard it, too.
far. It's like he just want to hang out with the moms, and moms is like, I got my kids. He's like, yo, girl, fuck them kids. And like, no,
Right.
oh no, we're not gonna do that. We'll think it in our head and sing some songs on the podcast, but we're gonna take care of the kids.
Right. I'm not sure who the artist is, but I know.
Does he have any kids in this song? Like that he doesn't. Is he living the life of a dad, or is a single man with no children that just want to fuck these moms?
Right, I think that's what he was. How he was living.
Like these kids, these kids getting in my way and making love to these mamas.
Right.
Better call that boy a Uber and get him to practice.
Yes,
mama is taking him if it ain't that.
Right though.
Sheesh.
Yeah, because I think I only seen it posted. I think Van Lathan. Mm-hmm. He posted it. He was like, "Yo, you wild."
Just a little bit. That's where I seen it at.
Lou, you're normally good at sending me these kinds of things.
I'm on it.
Find it for me.
It'll be in the group chat. Before this is over.
Party PIP, whoever that is, whoever he is. Party PIP.
No, that's who posted it.
Well, no, that's
the person.
That's the rapper.
That's the rapper.
Oh, okay.
But fuck your kids. Look on.
He's gonna go viral in like 24 hours. How long has it been floating around, this song?
But I've been trying to slide since I followed this shit. Shorty got more drop than a bottomless pit. And she say she like to swallow and spit. But she always gotta watch her jit. Man, fuck them. She would've came over, but she got a son with her. Her mama watch her daughter, so she
See, the issue is that she said, I like to swallow and spit, but I still like gotta watch my kids. Like, you gotta take a choice. Like, make a choice. Like, don't tell me that and then say, but let me pick up the kids first. Like, well, what you doing after you drop them off? I need that swallow and spit. You don't tell me that. And he got the nerve to have a Sesame Place shirt on.
No.
Or a Sesame Street shirt on during the video. He's hilarious.
It's all wrong.
I think he's also a comedian, I think, as well. So I think it's like in the same vein as
it is a little tongue. It is a little tongue in the cheek.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
Yo, I gotta listen to the rest of it. It sounds like is he from video, like he sound a little West Coast or Bay Area.
He literally in the girl's house on the bed with her. And she like, hold on, get off me. The kid's crying. I gotta go.
I'm not sure where he is.
Them kids need to be sleep or with a babysitter or something, bro.
But he is a new artist. Party PIP. That's just Pimp. Pip. I guess Pip.
Yeah, that's his IG.
PIP.
You didn't disappoint. I appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, man, I told you, bro.
Before
our segment's over, you'll have it.
Right. Before we introduce Bears. We got it before we even introduce Bears.
The PIP segment has not ended. You got the video.
Yeah, fuck them kids. But I don't subscribe to that. Love them kids.
Love on all.
Love it. It's a love
in a positive way. It takes a village, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, it does.
A village.
Right.
Gotta raise these children in the village.
And well, before we get too further,
we'll go away like you did and give you mine.
Okay. What we drinking on? So what are we drinking on today, fellas? I know Dev already got his in his glass. What you drinking on, Dev?
Oh man, I went straight German. I went with the Hefeweizen. I went with their flagship ale. This ale has been around since. Well, the brewery's been around. Plank Beer has been around since 1617.
Man. Where are they out of?
Germany.
You don't know like the city or nothing.
So yeah, I'm about to give you that because on the back, we did a really good job, and I think this is very interesting to share. Is that it gives the ingredients, obviously water, malt, wheat, barley, hops, yeast, all that good stuff. It's brewed in a brewery, Michael Plank, Leber, Bavaria, Germany.
Come on, Dev. Come on through with that, Dev. Go ahead with your pronunciations.
And the brew by the word brarie, that just means brewery in German.
How you say
it? Probably not saying it exactly right, but
you are. How you say it? Say it again.
But here's what I think. Brarie. It's actually imported here in actually like a big tank, like an ISO tank, and then they can it in Connecticut. So it's kept in its kind of.
Is that a brewery in Connecticut that does it? Like, do they have a sister brewery that they work with, or is it just a warehouse?
It just says brewed in La Brea and canned fresh in Connecticut, and it gives a picture which I like because this gives me a little bit of like my logistics supply chain back. You see the ISO tank right there?
That's what they're transporting it.
Yeah, that's how they bring it over.
That's going on a boat.
Yeah, that's going on the boat. That's going on a vessel. We call it a vessel, not a boat.
Sorry.
It's coming in that good port. It's going on a vessel.
excuse me, Devin.
It's all good.
Logistics dev.
Yeah, man. But I actually, it's a 5.2%. So it's easy drinking. So taste wise, and mouthfeel, like it gives you like almost like a stronger ale. Like it gives you that booziness. But overall, for it to be a 5.2, and you can see that the color is dark. It's a pass me another, and I could drink these.
Ain't that what them Hefes do?
Hefes,
ain't they kind of low in ABV, but kind of boozy tasting, Rob? To my knowledge, I like Hefes.
Yeah, Hefes, and they normally have like a banana-ish flavor.
Yeah, it's like the banana.
Yeah, it's banana-ish. Yeah. It's giving me those vibes. It's giving me that flavor.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it's delicious though.
Where'd you actually get that from?
So, my neighbor and I, Jay, we went to State Line Liquors in Elton.
We
went there, and that is like the liquor emporium.
It's bigger than Total Wine, you think?
I think it could give them a run for the money.
Okay.
What I like about it as well,
and craft selection for sure.
Yeah, definitely for craft selection.
That's the one right over the line by Walmart.
Yep, exactly. Yep, right by the JO and where our kids go to school. But we went in there. What I like about it in the back, far back, which I didn't know, they have actually a tap room. I don't know if that was my first time in there, like last weekend. So I'd like to go back and experience the tap room that's in there. They've got it looked like they had about maybe 10 or so taps. I don't know if they change it out, like almost like what's the spot on Main Street that has the taps in there? Is it called Delaware?
Delaware Growler.
Delaware Growler. It gives you that little vibes of like that. So I don't know if they probably change out they probably do change out the kegs or whatever. But selection was bananas. I could have just stayed in there for like hours, and I would have probably not even got through it all. But the selection is really done well in terms of like all your German beers and all your imported stuff and that kind of stuff. So
a quick story about State Line Liquors. Back in the day, Delaware and Pennsylvania you couldn't drink on Sundays. So State Line Liquors was the closest liquor store to the Delaware line. You would see all these Delaware cars in that parking lot, including I'm calling her out, my mother.
Yeah, my family members as well, especially my aunt and uncle used to live in like Elkton, so they live right there. So we used to go there. And
so they was part of the cookout, like, yo, y'all pick up the liquor and come through on Sunday.
So which states did you say?
Pennsylvania and Delaware. I don't know about if Pennsylvania I think sells it Sundays now, but it took a long time. I'm thinking like to the late 90s, early 2000s before Delaware did, and I know it was in the 2000s when Pennsylvania started selling liquor on Sundays.
To your point, you know where the Tri-State Mall is in Claymont? Yeah. That state store, we used to go. Well, I used to ride with my parents and stuff when we lived in PA. We used to ride to that state
go over the line and get
from PA.
I want to say PA was the last one out of the Maryland, Delaware, PA.
Yeah, so we used to go there, and to if I'm still kind of up that way, I know that's a quick jump off and on to
nostalgia
highway.
Nostalgia. Yeah,
exactly.
I do the same thing with Elkton. That's why I was when you said State Line got craft beer. I'm like, oh,
they got.
Let's give me another reason to go over there.
Yeah, like it'll put Crescent to shame.
It's not hard,
but it's all good.
All right.
That's how I felt. That's how I felt.
I agree with you. I bet you it would.
Yeah, Well, it's a definitely their goal. Well, Crescent normally was mainly wine, but I think they've made a real push, State Line Liquors, to go into the craft beer space, where Crescent's kind of just dabbles in it a little bit.
Yeah, they still trying to keep their feet. Like they trying to have like 4 feet. Liquor, wine, craft beer, regular beer. Yeah, I got all the feats in the shits. Like
yeah. They're trying to be a local spot. little spot to go get a little shum.
They definitely are, though. They definitely are. They definitely. Right. I give them credit for that. Like Crescent's is the first craft beer place that I thought of when we first started doing this podcast.
Yeah, well, say there you go. They doing their job a little bit, a little something.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. All right, Lou, what you drinking on?
Today I went back to Aslan Beer Company. I have the sorbet. Shout out to Dev. This is an Indian Pale Ale, brewed with peach and mango. It says brewed and canned in Aslan Beer Company. That's in Alexandria, Virginia, Herndon, Virginia. Store at a temperature of 35 to 45 degrees. Keep cold, drink fresh, and please recycle. It's a fruited IPA. So I kind of, I don't really like.
Yeah.
You
Belgium segment.
Yes.
Appreciate y'all. So what I try to listen to the podcast that I'm not on, just to get insight. I be a fan. Like I be wanting to answer questions and shit.
Yeah.
But Devin kind of went out of his safe space of IPAs last week. So I'm like, you know what? I've been doing that. Let me go on the podcast and like shout out to the world that I've been trying different IPAs. Most of them are still gross. But I found in that I love fruit. Like we know this. I love sours. I like ales and shit, and I definitely love fruited styles. So them putting this fruit up in this shit is pretty bomb. Yeah. This would look like. It look kind of peachy to me, but it's yellow.
Okay.
I want to call it peachy, but it does have the. It feels like it has lactose in it for the sorbet feel of it.
Okay.
It does feel like a palate cleanser type of beer, so I would call it more dessert, like after dinner, before you eat the brownie and the ice cream, but after you ate the beef Wellington type of, you know what I'm saying?
Lou.
You know what I mean? It's a big day. It's an important day. It's an important day when you got but yeah, that's what it looked like. It's really good, man. Like pass me another. It's real. It's soft. It's soft and light on the IPA. Feels like I'm like, oh, it's an IPA. I know it, but it tastes more like an ale. It tastes more like a fruited ale or a fruited lager or some shit like that. So that fruit cut the IPA bitterness, like, and I can't find like the IBUs or the hoppiness of it all, because you know how IPAs are normally real high IBUs or high IPA or high hops, but I can't find that on the can or anything. And so, but it's good, man. It's really delicious. 6.5 alcohol by volume, if y'all was wondering.
Nice.
So,
now, have
it comes in this. This is what the can looks like.
That was a can.
Pretty cool part. Yeah. Pretty cool.
Shout out to Aslan for
stepping up for listen. Maybe they've been listening. we gotta make
because I'm gonna tell you, man, you mix some fruits with anything, and I'm gonna sit at the table.
Right. So that's why I was here to ask you next.
Rob,
have you had Wilmington Brew Works what's it, the luau one? Is it
no, but that was the first time I was when we
that's the IPA and it's like what mixed Hawaiian punch. I
think they canned it too. I think it's back in can.
It's canned, yeah, because I saw it. Okay. I saw that they posted it recently.
That's a good look.
It's like an IPA and is it an IPA and a sour?
Rob, I'm a cash app you, Rob.
That's if it's still there, that's 4-pack.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, the first time I liked the IPA, it had lactose in it, and then I realized that it definitely needs to be sweeter in order for me to enjoy the beer in general. So lactose come through for your IPAs. Fruits come through for the IPAs. Help them out a little bit.
Yeah,
they did. Put some puree. I don't know if it was aseptic or nothing, but they did put some puree up in this biatch. Rob G.
Yes, sir.
How are you doing today?
I am doing well.
Sorry, sidebar. What's that on your hat, Devin? Is that a devil? Or is that a monkey?
It's red monkey. Red monkey jeans. The clothing line.
I don't be with the shits. I don't watch TV. I just put jeans on from Old Navy, nigga. Like,
hey,
good for you.
That's got my logo. I think it was Charlie. She was like, "You have a hole in your hat." He said it like last week. You have a hole in your hat, and it's like a perfect hole. I was like, "Yeah, it's made like that."
It's supposed to be there.
Oh. supposed to be
like belt clips or something. What is the purpose of the hole?
No, I think it's
you
just
put your carabiner in there. You put your carabiner in there so that you can hold your hat when you climb in the mountains.
There you
go. I was
going
saying, did it hook to like a belt loop or something? That's what I was.
It may.
Yep.
I
the fourth loop. The fourth loop on your belt is always where you put your hat at.
Is that a fact?
Yes, absolutely. Look it up. Wikipedia that shit, yo.
I don't know. I was asking.
I feel like you was threatening me. I felt threatened.
You better believe that, brother.
No, I was actually with that effect.
Like, better believe that, brother.
Sure,
I've never heard. I've learned a whole lot of stuff. I'm learning that Samuel Jackson kidnapping folks. And,
yeah, look, all this shit is facts until y'all prove it wrong. So
right,
y'all figure it out. 95% of the stuff I say is not true.
Allegedly about Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, allegedly. He's a good actor. Allegedly, there was a revolt at Morehouse. He went to Morehouse jail.
Right.
Martin Luther King.
All right. Well, what I'm drinking on, I'm actually drinking on.
Oh, Rob, what you drinking this week?
I'm drinking Weibo. There it is, right there. It is a Indian Pale Ale. It's a really light one from Human Robot. It is actually 3.8% ABV, so it's very.
That's the lightest that we may have ever had.
I was a little shocked.
I can't believe. I don't think we had anything under 4, like 4.1, 4.2, 3.8. That's not like a.
I was a little shocked. Wasn't I yesterday, Rob? I was like, huh? What?
3.
Well, but I
what?
Well, I knew they had posted it on their IG, so I was like, you know what? Something that's nice that you don't want to get too.
You think is that part of the novelty of this particular beer, that the low ABV?
Yeah, so it's just a small IPA to drink the summer days away. We get pink grapefruit, rind, fresh coconut, and a touch of the ganja.
What?
And
say that again? A touch of the what?
The ganja.
Oh.
That's on the nose a little bit. I don't know if on the nose I can smell a little bit of it.
It's not infused. It's just a touch. So they just like touched it.
Yeah. And some of that might be from some of the hops they use, because they use Mosaic, Talus, and Saboro in their thing. But it was part of like some of the thing that they used, like especially this is like a beer that you bring to the 4th of July picnic, because sometimes you're drinking all day, all night, and you can drink all day, all night with a 3.8%. Yeah, but it's a nice light IPA. Not too bitter. Just nice and something that you lay out by the poolside or on the beach or in the backyard at the cookout. I mean, something nice. You'll
need about 20 of them.
You have to look. Sometimes you want that beer flavor.
You want a little beer in your hand. You just want a beer in your hand.
Yeah, that's all good.
That's what people when people be out there with the old duels, they just want the beer in their hand.
Just want the beer in their hand. I get it, Rob.
Right, you might want a little something.
You think that's any easier on the seal breakage?
Probably
breaking
not.
It's still water. It's still water
and
hops up in your bladder. I think the hops is what do it, man. The hops is just be like all up in your bladder.
Hop up on you.
Right. They be looking for the bladder. Like, where the bladder at? Where the bladder at?
I think it's just because majority of beer is all water. So it's like anything. If you drink enough water, you gotta go to the bathroom a lot. Like, oh snap, I gotta go.
Well, I think your body absorbs it differently though. Because if I drink a lot of water and like it's a hot day, I don't know necessarily if I will.
But that's the difference, Dave. If it's a hot day and you're drinking a lot of water, you're not gonna pee as much because you're gonna sweat it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if it's a cold day, you drink a lot of water, you at the bathroom 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Right. But if it's a hot day, it may be 3.
Okay.
But if you're not drinking no water on that hot day, it's heat stroke. So drink the water on the hot day. You need to be hydrated.
And I think
not just beer,
from
not
the alcohol,
just the beer.
And I think
the alcohol sucks that sucks it up, and then you sweat it out. You're sweating out even more water because you hot. Like everybody when they cold, they like, oh, give me a shot of that Ripple. Give me a shot of that Van Winkle. I want that peach pie. And you take a shot of that shit and you all warm. You take your coat off. You in the middle of the street, butt naked, hot as hell. It's wintertime.
All right. Well, it sounds like everybody got some good beers, and we are approximately 24 minutes into the pod. Kizzle.
Welcome back, Lou. Welcome back, Lou. Y'all did a good 101 last week without us.
I know, right?
Yoda, come back and make this thing 2 hours next week, baby.
Hey, we did a 101. Let's keep it to that.
It ain't gonna be. We gotta be fast on these topics. We could do it in 115 though.
Topics are pretty simple. I mean, the first one, in New York, they're talking about gun. They won. There it is, New York gun laws. They are looking to. They're asking if you want a new gun permit that you also write down and list all your social media handles as well, so they can verify. I thought, wouldn't they do that already in the background check? Like, what the fuck background check do? They don't do that.
No,
check. That's
it
not
doesn't.
Part of a background check yet?
I've been a reference on people who own guns, and that's not on there.
Well, no, maybe not. Maybe not specifically naming them, but when you're doing a thorough background check, you don't check people's social medias. Employees check your social medias, even if it's searching.
Some. I think someone's gotten a little bit more into that, but I don't
know if you guys ever answered this question. Are you guys gun owners?
I'm not. However, I missed the class that I was going to take to start the process.
So you would eventually like to be.
I will eventually be a gun owner this year.
I like to rat-a-tat-tat that thing at the range.
Yeah,
but I'd be nervous about having it in my thing. But I've been listening to a lot of like different podcasts about gun safety and shit. Yeah, and one dude told me a good thing. He was like, you always want to keep your gun safe next to your bed, because basically it's for intruders at night. Like during the day, you have access to your gun. You know what I mean? You can get to it. He was like, but on his safe, he has access where you have to hit the passcode twice. He was like, putting the passcode in twice gives you the sense of I'm awake. Let me put the passcode in. And then the passcode says, hey, we need it again. Then it gives you the awareness like, okay, now I'm awake. Is it really something that I need to open my safe for? So if I pull the safe out, I pull the gun out, I'm looking to destroy this dude or this woman that's in my house. You know what I mean?
I would like safe to have like face scan, like you do on your phone.
I want face scan or even thumb scan. I want thumb scan.
But even with that, he was like, you should have it a double. So you know what I mean? Because you don't want to take your gun out. You don't really want to take your gun out in your house for any reason unless it's to defend yourself. So you know what I mean? Like face scan, like wake up, then do your eye thing again, and then face scan again. Yeah, that's true. Like do it twice. Whatever the password is. That the main point of that story was do it twice.
Yeah. Right. See, passcode could get a little tricky for me, per se, just thinking in my head, like if I'm like in a state of mind, I got to hit a passcode versus
but see, that's another thing though, Devin. Yeah. Like in your,
you want him in your mind.
You want to be trained. You have to be trained to have a gun in your home. So like you said, like a passcode would kind of get you frantic. No, you're supposed to be calm when you get that gun in your hand. True. So putting the passcode in twice, the second time you're more calm than you were that first time. You're less frantic. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of the thing. And the training of having a gun in the home, being licensed to carry, is be ready to shoot that thing if you pull it out. So be as calm as Bruce Lee in black belts, because you gotta take it out, and people aren't. That's the problem. Like people be licensed to carry and just be ready to shoot for the weirdest things, or not licensed to carry and just popping off.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was something new to me. I know it's not normally explicit in terms of social media, but I would have thought at least take a game.
Background check was part of you. So yeah, like I feel like when you apply for a job, don't they look at your social? Don't they look at your Facebook and Instagram?
I think it's dependent on your industry though. Like even for like jobs, it depends on your industry. That could be right. I had a buddy who was in a space and a company who it was New York, right? And he had social media posts that were very non-Trump, directed toward non-Trump, things. And the company, pulled it and was like, "Is this you? Like, is this your stuff?" And he was nervous for a bit, but he was like, it wasn't anything like where it wasn't anything where it would really get him in trouble because he said anything like too violent or anything like that. But it was to the point where he was speaking his opinion on what was he, number 45? On 45. And they questioned it. And for a while, like for almost a month, they didn't give him an answer. They finally hired him. But I think in the type of job that the type of job that you're in, I think social media handles can play a part.
And honestly, they probably was. It's just another thing to weed out. Like it's a higher level of weeding out, and they just couldn't find nobody. Everybody else's 45 blasphemy was really not blasphemy. Hate was real. Like and more violent than this guy that you're speaking of.
Yeah. And the only thing I don't think this would be effective one because people got Friendster stuff and all that kind of stuff. So when you just make your real crazy shit on your account that you don't give them, like I'm really gonna talk on this other one.
True. Right. And here's my Lewis account. It's so nice and pristine. Yeah. Look at my pictures of my children and me at my last job. If you look back 20 years ago, I have my diploma with my favorite teacher. Mm-hmm. Then you're a gangster on that fucking other shit.
Right. The one they don't give you got your whole manifestos and shit. Like, we missed this one.
Right.
Oh, you didn't write this one down. Of course I didn't.
Yo, I think Japan, we're gonna talk about Japan earlier, but their gun laws are so strict. Like it takes like almost a year from the time you first apply to the time you actually get the gun in the hand. And it's like all these psych evaluations. You gotta get a therapist and have a letter from your therapist. The cops come in your house and like inspect your safe. Wow. And then once you get the gun, they inspect the gun in the actual safe. They ask you how would you get the gun out of the safe? Because, like
have a process.
Man. Like it's so easy to stop what's going on in America.
Right. If you got the proper controls in place.
No, it's not even that. You gotta want to. We got the proper controls. Like people we can do whatever the fuck we want to do. It's just that the people at the top, like we know all the shit that we want done or want to stay.
Yeah.
It's not staying because the people at the top don't want it. Like the Supreme Court and the government, they're crazy as shit. They do what they want.
So speaking of like just politics and work and social media accounts and background checks, what are you guys' thoughts on talking about politics at work more recently than in previous years?
In 2016, when that Nick.
Hold on. Breaking news. All 4 Brews have been a podcast.
Oh my God. Nigga, who? Yeah.
And look. Welcome back, brother.
I thought something that happened terribly.
You must have been doing 99 on the highway.
This is the best breaking news that we've ever had on the podcast.
Yeah.
Usually breaking news be some crazy shit. Like the last 5 minutes of the podcast, such and such just died. There's an earthquake in Malaysia. Like, god damn, breaking news sucks. That was good breaking news. What's up, Yoda?
I'm here.
How's that baby girl in her game?
You know, basketball is basketball.
No stats included. No stats included in this. No mention of stats.
You know, you win some, you lose some.
I understand. Well, we are ahead of the game, but we can fall back one quick second since you're pouring. What are you drinking on this week?
So I did grab something out the fridge real quick.
That's Dewey, ain't it?
Shout out to Rob. Yeah,
baby.
Ooh, secret machine.
That secret machine. Peach, pineapple, watermelon.
Save that for a special occasion. This occasion ain't that. You was doing 99 on the highway. That's the occasion.
Yeah. You need to cool down. That's a cool me down.
We all made it here live.
Yeah, that shit crazy. Secret machine. I heard. I still haven't got my hands on that shit.
Yo, and this one's good. It's peach, pineapple, and watermelon.
So hold up. They be switching up the flavors?
Yeah, that's all different.
Secret machines. It's different guns.
It's just an ongoing name, but
what's the one you gave me, Rob? The
suntan lotion.
Like the suntan lotion was
suntan lotion.
It's a pina colada.
That thing was blazing.
I don't like coconuts, man.
Yo, one thing I can say about this one though, you know how like some of the sours and like the heavy, like this is considered a smoothie beer.
They do it right.
You're right. It's not overly sweet. It's not overly smoothie-ish. It still has a beer. You can still tell it's beer.
Right. It's not. Right. It's not too sweet either.
Yeah.
Not too sour. Not too sweet.
Right. You taste the fruits in it, but
they got it. They got a system. We got to go down there. We got to go and talk to these guys.
Yeah,
we got to talk to them.
We'll send them a note and see what's good. See what's good with
I'm
them.
gonna get Sean Lisa's boyfriend. I think they're still down there. He was there yesterday. I was telling you. Remember, I was telling you, Rob. As a home brewer, he might go in there and have to, be a little, give us a little, just put our name out there. Let us know we're gonna be reaching out or something. Since they down that way, what you doing, Lou?
Oh, my hair be
getting your quaff right.
Yeah, you see how I pulled it like that.
Throw a hat on. It's like, no,
nigga, I can't find. I got
nigga. That joint.
Yeah, I'm saying, nah. You see me Dipset?
I saw one post you had him plucked out.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna do the same.
The other day he had his Dipset popping. That motherfucking hat was like that hat.
Oh, it was all out the side.
I had a hat. I had a hat from when I had a. Look, so y'all, you was talking about, do you talk about shit with your coworkers? No, I don't. So I had my hair, like, in order to keep the fro as high as I can, you gotta kind of twist your hair up. So I had my hair braided this past week, and I was taking it out the day I seen you. And only hats I have are from when I had a Little Caesar from like
that motherfucker was like you. That nigga was like,
I got the do rag over top of that.
Oh, you need to snap.
I look like I'm not licensed to carry, but I'm carrying.
You need a snapback just for that reason.
I thought that nigga was going to say, I keep the roosters roosting, I keep computers puking, don't get shot at. Call me do the shooting.
Yeah, that was me. I was the dude shooting. I was the dude shooting.
I told Lou, I said, man, you look like you like Cameron and Joel saying Ted at the same
time. Yo, that's part of the reason why y'all was like, what time y'all want to do the podcast today? I'm like, 1 o'clock. I got an appointment. Y'all ain't, I'm gonna be in my whole do-rag set by 6. Can't be on the airwaves looking all crazy. Unphysical.
Well, okay, well, getting back to
the question I had right before he came in.
Yeah. Oh, the politics. Yeah. The
politics at work, more recent. Like, now I know it's kind of like that forbidden thing, but what do you feel about it now in today's climate? Because I do feel like the climate and the workforce is a bit more. What's the best word I can use? They're a little bit more, I would say, a little testy.
I think that makes it probably worse. Adding politics. Politics,
you think so?
Yeah, politics, religion. I think those things is always.
So I brought that question up because I was reading a Harvard business school study, and it was saying that more companies should, in this climate, be expressing and giving their stance on politics and who they align with, because that is also a part of this whole Great Resignation. And what
are you talking about? The company as the company piece, talking about how they believe
companies as well as amongst each other, right? Like, I mean, that permeates, right?
See, that's going to be you're going to have racist cults involved, and like Xerox say we love 45 and we want him to come back in 2024. So now all the liberal people are going to quit the job, like you said, the Great Resignation.
But wouldn't you want to know that who you're aligned with, though? I mean, as a company,
in a way, yes. But then what I'm saying is, the liberals leave the quote unquote conservative company, and more conservatives get hired, and there's no diversity as far as liberal. Like, that conversation is muted. Nobody's coming in and bringing new ideas to the conversation. So, in a way, like, you want to know that Kmart is giving money to fucking Trump instead of Biden or whoever you affiliate yourself with. But at the same time, man, all these, I'm sorry, damn.
Or maybe
you're against it.
I don't know. Like, I want to know, but I think I want to know personally. But then I know that if I know, they know, and if I'm a liberal, and shut up, Rob. If I'm a liberal, right? If I'm a liberal and I know Walmart is a liberal company, I may apply to Walmart because I know they have liberal values, where a conservative wouldn't apply there, but the conservative will apply to Kmart because they have conservative values. So now it's no diversity in Walmart, and it's no diversity.
But isn't that similar to like Chick-fil-A? Chick-fil-A is a Christian-based company, right?
Well, that's the CEO that's doing that though. Like, he has he's just doing that. Like, I don't like gay people, and I love religion. Like that's his shit. But
Right.
don't nobody at Chick-fil-A believe. Like you ask a Chick-fil-A worker and they just smile and say, "Here's your chicken nuggets. Get the fuck out." Or excuse me,
I haven't ever went through an interview process.
Can you happily McDonald's say you get the fuck out? Can you happily leave with all your extra sauces that we just gave you and mayonnaise because you seem to like that? I don't know.
I don't personally know anyone who's ever been through like a Chick-fil-A interview or something like that. You do?
Yeah.
Did they get hired?
Yeah. They
right. I was going to say like
they work at 40.
So do you think that there's like a box that you check that's like, you know, faith?
It's definitely a different. No, it's
like I'm just wondering. You know, like you got the box for like race and everything.
It's definitely gay people working at.
It is gay people in church. So I mean,
definitely some atheists. It's atheists at church too.
Atheists working at thing. So you bring your people bring their different process anyway because it's franchise. But it's only Atlanta based.
But at Chick-fil-A, you sign that franchise contract, you are not open up on Sunday. Like you gotta be with that. Like whether you an atheist or a zealot,
you're not making money.
You're not making money on
the franchise. You knew that going in by the franchise.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you have to know that whether you are religious or not, you gotta know that you're not working because this guy, the CEO, said I don't care what you sign, I don't care how much you pay me. We ain't opening up on Sunday. And I don't want to know that you gay. You better hide that shit. You better be in the closet because we got plenty of closets at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
They in Atlanta. You know what I mean? Gay people working at Chick-fil-A. Yo, that's serious.
Yo, that's where the company is centrally based out of, Rob.
Yeah, that's their headquarters.
That's their headquarters. Yeah, because that was the first time I had Chick-fil-A was in Atlanta.
Oh, really?
Yo,
I had it in Grand Run Mall when I was like young, when they used to stand out there and give you them little pieces. I've always been eating them pieces.
Grand
Run Mall is in near Springfield, in PA. I grew up there.
I'm not saying that I'm not saying nothing about it. I just
I'm just saying.
When you think that was, Dad?
Oh, that was like the 80s.
The 80s.
I've been eating Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A has been around.
I'll be right back.
Go ahead, look. But I didn't move to Delaware until the 90s.
But anyway,
Chick-fil-A was around in the 80s.
Man, you sure that wasn't some other?
That might have been Chick-O-K.
Nope. Chick-fil-A. I've been eating Chick-fil-A. The same old lady was giving you the samples of the chicken. They don't even give samples of the chicken no more.
Nigga, for what? Because everybody done had enough samples. They know what they getting when they get there. No more free.
I'm just saying they were the kings.
That was a marketing employee to free.
No, they was the kings and queens of the sampling before the Chinese tried to pin that shit. Chick-fil-A was the ones giving the samples out in the mall.
I got you. I feel what you're saying.
I never knew about that.
UD recruited me off of a Chick-fil-A. I went to visit University of Delaware, and they had one of the. I think it's the first Chick-fil-A in Delaware. Is in their.
I think so.
And they was like, we got a. You ever been to down south? And I was like, yeah, I got family in North Carolina and Georgia. I was like, look at this.
That's the one you.
I was like, oh my god, I got a Chick-fil-A. Sign me up. I'm here.
Somebody come look at this shit.
Hey guys, did you know that we got Chick-fil-A? And niggas was like, what the fuck, Chick-fil-A? Because if you wasn't Virginia or Southern more South than Virginia, you ain't really know back in like 98, 97.
But like to answer Dev's question, like I don't think it's a thin line, like talking to coworkers about fucking politics, politics, religion, anything like that. Like it's that's tough.
Yeah.
I think they trying to say Chick-fil-A opened in 1946.
I got 1967.
Oh,
from 64 to 67, the sandwich was licensed in over 50 eateries, including the Waffle House. But the actual shit was designed and brought to fruition in 46.
Right. They weren't their little standalone like fast food spots.
Right. They was actually selling chicken sandwiches.
And that was Roy Rogers, nigga.
Roy Rogers. How Roy Rogers go out of business, man? NBA bought Roy Rogers. I ain't never seen him since.
Right.
They did that.
They only have rest stops. How you survive just being at rest stops?
I don't know. A lot of people pass through there.
Apparently they are.
A lot of people pass through the rest stops. Up and down the turnpike. That's the only place you see the Roy Rogers now.
The first standalone Chick-fil-A location, 1967, at the Greenbrier Mall.
Oh, no.
Greenbrier.
I feel like T.I. or Outkast used to hang out at the Greenbrier Mall.
Yeah, well, the Greenbrier Mall is closed now. It's been closed for a minute.
A little bit now, yeah.
Yeah, but Chick-fil-A didn't go far. Once they got out of that mall, they right across on Route 1. They're across the street from where Riddle Memorial Hospital and where it used to be the Toys R Us. It was Greenbrier Mall on this side, Riddle Memorial Hospital, Toys R Us, and it was and now it's the Chick-fil-A that's next to it.
I ain't been up that way.
It's a standalone right there with McDonald's, and they also have apartments there now. So they kind of divvied up Greenbrier Mall.
Yeah.
Kind of funny looking, actually, if you ask me. But
yeah, they need to just bulldoze that thing.
That's what it is.
But yeah, like that was my go-to. Like I was eating Chick-fil-A in the 80s.
Man, you the only nigga, but it's cool.
Hey.
You're 1-1, nigga.
Did y'all know that in Red Lion Christian school, Chick-fil-A is in there, is in their cafeteria.
Oh, yo, so I was at
They've been eating Chick-fil-A for lunch. They've been eating good. We've been eating them school lunches with
that Red Lion Academy.
Yeah, Red Lion Christian Academy. They got Chick-fil-A in their school.
It kind of goes on the Christian thing and
right. Now I know that because my nephew
they definitely close on Sundays.
Yo, I was out there on Wednesday. It's a fucking random goat just walking the whole area. Like, what the?
Yo, I went to play miniature golf last week, and there was a chicken on hole 9, 10, and 11.
Oh, just
follow me.
Was he grazing the grass?
It was a rooster. He did peck, and at 9 he was pecking it out.
He was keeping it trim.
He walked through 10, got to 11, and 11 was kind of high up, and that nigga cockadoodle dude, like in the middle of a fucking backstroke. Like, come on, nigga! Like, you supposed to be quiet and silence. I need my mini.
You mean to tell me you was hitting balls and looking at a cock? Dog.
Y'all doing way too much. I was doing way too much on that golf course, man. God damn, I didn't even know I was doing all that. I'm gonna send you all the picture of these balls and cocks.
Cock-a-doodle.
It was cock-a-doodle doing.
Look at that guy. Whoa.
And I'm talking about stroking. I'm talking about stroking and balls.
Stroking balls.
You guys are immature. Grow up.
This conversation got real 13-year-old for sure. I definitely had balls in my hand while I was looking at
It's getting worse. It's getting worse.
Y'all silly, man.
That was satisfying.
Well, you know what? He didn't specify. It could have been his own balls. I mean, we usually have our own balls in our hand. You know.
I did specify. I was playing miniature golf. Goddamn it! I seen a chicken. That's what I specified at the beginning. Yoda came in here talking about cock and balls.
I'm sorry. I'm immature.
It got worse. It got worse.
I'm gonna grow up.
All right, but I think, but going back to some of the conversations, I think the Great Migration is a lot of it is millennials saying, "I don't give a fuck about any of this no more." Like they don't care about the preset.
Once they took the pension away, once you took the pension away, and I could transfer my 401k, it don't matter.
Right, and the fact that you can get banged on at any time, they don't give you no notice. You're like, sorry, sorry, we're gonna lay all y'all off. I mean,
that's
right now, like right now.
Right, so I get it. I understand it. Right, because companies don't show you loyalty, so why do they expect you to show them loyalty?
Yo, it's a meme going around. I was like, yo, the day after you die, 2 days later, they'll grieve you and have your job replaced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was funny because there's also another meme. As a guy, he was like on the interview, he was like, so how's your work-life balance going? He was like, well, we expect you to work a lot, like hard and strong, long hours. He was like, okay, bye.
Did you guys
no long hours here? I got 38 hours.
There's an international work study that's happening. It's not happening here, mainly in U.S., but
about the 4-day.
About the 4-day work week and whether or not they consider it effective. So
don't they do that in Italy?
Because some countries already do it. Yeah.
Already.
Well, it's Italy.
Program in Europe somewhere. I think it's like Great Britain or Spain or somewhere like that that's trying to do it, right? Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah. And working for a Parisian-owned company years ago, they have summers off. They have summers off. Like they literally like our global logistics group after like during a certain period of the summer, like they literally like, you better get me while I'm in this office.
Well, they say that study showed like that when people have off like that, they work harder when
they work harder, right?
Yeah, because we got a deadline at the end of June because we're not coming back till September.
And you're not dreading to be here.
Rest
like,
out.
Right.
And you're looking forward to the end of June. Like, I'm about to go to fucking Turkey.
Way more relaxed. You don't feel like you coming in like, you know, the pressure of like.
Can we explore the 5-day weekend?
Oh, 5 day. Oh,
like,
do it all in 2 days,
or flip it. Just work 3 days out the week.
I just want the whole Friday off. Like Friday, give me my
whole
Friday.
Friday should be my weekend.
I think we should have all day Friday off, and we shouldn't have to come in until 12 o'clock on Monday.
well,
I would 12 to 3 on Mondays. 12 to 3 on Mondays.
What if they just let you pick your 4? That way, it's some flexibility in there. Like, so companies obviously will still have to work.
Everybody picking Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday though?
No.
Some people might.
I feel like I need to be in on a Monday, at least for me. Like,
that's because the system got you thinking that though, Dev. This the man got you thinking this way. If you if we change it up and you got a 3-day weekend, you like, why I gotta be on Monday? Tuesday, my busy day.
That motherfucker sound like the nigga off for
it's a conspiracy.
Well,
it's the man that got you thinking like this.
No, I think is it tradition or is it industry based? For me, it's more industry based.
I think it's tradition. I think it's all been conditioned like that.
What if we were born? What if Devin, you born in what 78, 77, whatever? 78, what if in 77 they like the day of the week start on Tuesday? You wake up, nigga, and Tuesday is the Monday.
Tuesday is a Monday.
But I feel like we were conditioned that 5 days a week is a work day.
Yeah, break that shit, yo. 3-day work weeks.
3-day work
days. Tuesday, Wednesday, fucking Sunday.
Or any 3 days you want. Maybe
that's what I'm saying. Like, if those 4 days, if you can make it what you want,
as long as we fully staffed, like it's like seniority and get you. You could you've been here for 10 years, Rob. You get to pick yours. You was here 8. Devin, you 6. You next. Lou, you only been here for a month. You motherfucker, you work every goddamn day.
Right, but just because I want to work 3 days does not mean I want to work 12-hour shifts.
Right? No, 8 hours. I'm still on my 8 hour. I'm still and I'm trying.
7.5. I'm doing 7.5.
I'm trying to get my 8 hours included with my training.
Give me my lunch break back too. Start paying for the lunch break too. Don't fuck that.
Well, that's that work. I'm about to say my work day is 7.5
hours for an 8-hour day. I want travel time included. So my 8 hours should be. It take me half an hour to get to work and half an hour to get back home. Right. As soon as I walk out the door, the clock starts ticking. As soon as I get home,
I know at my job, like,
as soon as you put the alarm in for your security system, you logged out of work for the day.
Like, I know at my job, they used to pay you for rest time. Like, if you did overtime and stuff, like they would give you an extra 8 hours of pay just because that was the time that you were supposed to be asleep. So,
well, other things
pay you for that.
Like they should go out of business for that. That seemed like not a great business plan. That's good for the workers, but
it's good for the workers. But also the thing is that because it ain't overtime every day, so it's like when it does happen. Like,
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm here every day, baby. Like, I'm doing a 12-hour
shift. May was mental health month, right? Month of May was mental health month.
It was May, yes, sir.
Yeah. So in that, and if I can reflect for a minute, one of the things about just from a leadership perspective, a lot of leadership roles were, encouraging people to like take time off, depending on what companies you work for, take time off, make sure that just like people are making sure like, oh, you arrived at X, time today and you left at this time, making sure people were taking their scheduled breaks, because a lot of people now, just with the climate and with workload and stuff like that, they feel like they don't want to fall behind. And some people will work through their break or work through their lunch, so they were like, making sure that people were making sure that managers really enforce like, hey, get up.
I definitely don't believe that. Working through lunch? Nah.
I worked through my lunch. I've been working through my lunch for a good
I have
since
been
the
too.
pandemic, since like
like I've been working through my life. I don't even know really what like a lunch break is.
So,
I like
but the reason
do
I
you
work,
still eat? Like, where do you
like
eat?
I'll still go grab something to eat or something if I'm hungry. But like,
so I feel like you don't work through your lunch if you still eat while you're at work.
Nah, so what happens is that I don't take a physical, like I may get up from my desk and go grab that and come back.
Well, that's because you work from home.
Like,
I think either or. Like,
but
if
even
I go
when I'm in the office, I still do the same
whatever, I
thing.
go in, I'll just go up, get some food, come back.
Like to work like
oh, absolutely not. I do not.
Yeah.
It ain't that I like to work now. There is a method to my madness.
I'm trying. Yeah,
it's not that I like to work like that.
Unless you leave
my
early.
thing is, like, even I don't even leave earlier. The thing is that I know that throughout the day, I know throughout the day, I'm gonna take my time, and I may not be doing shit for an hour straight, and then I know that I'm gonna be doing shit for an hour straight.
So you may not take your lunch, but you're gonna be getting paid.
Yeah, I don't think there's any job that you're actually working straight through any 8 hours. Unless you're on an assembly line or something like that, there's no real job that you're working, from when you get in there at 8 to 5. There's not something that you're going boom, boom.
And if you are working that type of job,
then you're in the wrong job.
Shout out to Amazon.
They go get there.
Shout out to the assembly line workers.
They go, like I said, that's.
Yeah, but those assembly line workers are taking lunch.
Y'all listening on the assembly line.
But the people on the assembly line are definitely
taking their lunch.
Yeah,
they
are. I'm gonna take my lunch too because they ain't paying.
Yeah, I don't work on no fucking assembly line.
When I
lunch is coming to me.
When I was working for Chrysler on the assembly line, I made sure I took my lunch.
Yeah,
well, that's because they blow the horn like Claire French.
Yeah, they shut everything they shut everything down pretty much.
Like you can't even work until 4:45.
Right, and in Europe they shut shit down. Like in Spain and shit, and Italy they shut shit down after for lunch. So that's my model. Maybe everything.
And they go.
Everything's like a bank. Like, we'll return after an hour. Type shit.
Right. They go drink their. They go drink their wine and go eat some cheese.
Open up for them 2 hours. The eaters are like, we open, bitch.
The eatery's open, but they close promptly at 3 a lot of times. And then they
you can't even deposit your check to go to the eatery.
Yeah.
You know how we gotta get out. We gotta get out of this. You're right, Lou. You were saying this earlier. We gotta get out of this U.S. industry.
I don't have that. Maybe that's what's wrong with me.
What you mean? Nothing wrong with you?
Me neither. Like I work when I work, and I work a lot. But look, I have a lot of fun.
So, I mean, that's my thing. Like I work, I know that I work hard.
Right.
Like I do my job.
I can't honestly say I work hard.
Not
I work a lot. I ain't
gonna say I work.
I'm in the
office. I'm not saying that my job. I'm not saying that like my job is hard.
No.
I know that
you actually typing them keys. You actually on the keys. You doing what you got to do.
I'm doing what I got to do.
I don't be doing that.
But I'll be taking like hella breaks.
Hopefully his employer is not watching.
Do mine?
No. Cheers to you. I get my job. I get the job done.
Yeah,
I get the reports in, and he know I got family things to take care of. I love you, Tony.
See you later.
You gonna put him on the spot? Now he got to do something.
Tony, like, you know what? Fuck, he said my name. Now I got to do it. Lou, can we talk?
Yeah, I'd be more than willing. Let's go on.
Yeah, so I was watching your podcast. Remember you told me about it? That's how it's gonna go. This is what I'm doing. I'm telling you how it's gonna go.
All right, I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna be me. You be Tony.
Okay, Lou, you wanna step in my office for a second?
Sure, no problem, Tony. Let's go.
All right.
What's going on with you? How's everything?
Podcast.
Oh, good.
You know, the one you told me about? Yeah, I subscribed and everything. Yeah.
So, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, so on your last episode, I heard that you don't do
Stop right there, Tony. My podcast is my personal business. If you're gonna talk about that, I'm gonna go to HR and bring HR.
You talked about the personal business on the podcast. You're fired.
Look, I am so okay with being let go from a job. I'm gonna get money.
I'm gonna get my severance.
Look, I'm gonna get some money.
That Sevy is pretty.
Yeah, like let me go if you need to. I'm gonna get the severance, and I'm gonna get another
you
job.
Would be too easy, sir. But we're gonna make you work a lot harder.
And a lot of people don't know.
You're not working as hard as you should be.
Sevies are whole separate contracts, and if you got a good employment attorney, you can negotiate.
They're gonna be like, Johnny's position? Yeah, we're cutting that and you're doing his work.
Yeah, how about I not sign this? I'm gonna take this home and let my attorney look this over.
So Johnny's not fired. No, he's just gonna
Johnny's not fired.
Work more. But Johnny's not fired.
We giving Johnny
not fired. Johnny's getting the breaks.
Right, Johnny got the breaks now. We like Johnny.
You need to make up for all that time that you was fucking around.
We need our money back.
All right. Well, this has
and our meeting said that we shouldn't fire you because you want to be fired.
But this is good. This is good. Yeah, this is good talk because
off the reservation.
It's
when
awesome.
Voltron formed, your whole schedule go out the door. Soon as he hit enter the studio.
I apologize.
That whole thing. We talked about one thing.
I'm sorry, guys.
Well, let me get back to.
I be fucking stuff up all the time.
It's all right.
It's okay.
Well, let's get back to.
It was kind of a low. The schedule was kind of low and dragging. Like it wasn't. There's a lot of depth in the schedule and politics.
Oh yeah.
This is politics, but it's a different approach to politics that the young lady was trying. That is the Cork and State Senator.
I'm voting for her.
Popping it.
I need to hear what she think on housing and community. But I think she got my vote.
She tells you all that, but she also tells you that she's going to do this.
If her opponent is on stage just talking about her twerking and how he don't like it, you don't got nothing to say.
Right.
So talk to me. It don't matter. She twerking, bro. She twerking over there. Don't matter.
What was so bad about the video? She grown.
She can pop on a handstand. Like that's
I think somebody said. I'm not sure.
She can pop on a handstand.
And where's she from?
How many politicians
Alabama,
do that?
Like is she she's straight Rhode Island, like born and raised, or is like her family from? I wonder.
I don't discriminate against Rhode Island women.
No, I'm not discriminating against Rhode Island women. The reason I'm asking that is because like some cultures, like some Caribbean cultures, that's just like their thing.
Yeah, that's not even not even outrageous to them.
Right? It's not a thing to them. So that's why I'm asking. I was wondering if she was like
went to
Caribbean
Brown University too, so she about something. She just if she want to have a good time. I think some people were saying, I don't know if this is even true, but they said the video was posted through her campaign page. I don't know if that's accurate.
I don't know about that. I just saw on Instagram.
Yo, you could have fun and be intelligent.
You think,
why do we think that ladies in bikinis are dumb? Right. Like every lady in a bikini is not dumb just because that's what we're supposed to think. Like most ladies in bikinis got something to say. They just look good. Like why can't the girl look good?
They get more attention by putting that on.
To realize that. Hold on, sidebar. I'm sorry. The chick from the Raiders that just got hired. Congratulations to the black lady that got hired. I think she's the president.
Yeah, she is the president.
Just wanted to say that. Yeah, shout out to that.
But I'm just saying, like she, like homegirl, doing a hit, the headstand and the twerk and all that stuff, right? Yeah, it wasn't even the best. Like, so just like, it was okay, but like
he was the best politician. It was the best politician you ever
I'll
seen.
give her that, but like it was like off the
radar. You can't put her at Meg level and fucking Stroker's level. Like give her some time. She's just not politics.
It just looked like she was having fun. That's it.
Like
she was doing it.
It looked like she did. It looked like she did it. It's like she almost did it and was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back and recut this shit and do it for my campaign.
And it's not on our campaign website, so I don't know.
So people hate her.
So it's probably the hating ass nigga that that's going against her. That's like, guess what I found on her Instagram page.
Oh yeah, that's how it always go.
I do find it funny that her name is Tierra Mack.
Me too.
Tierra Whack.
I thought it was like Whack.
Yeah.
What's her name? Tierra what?
Mack. Wow, that's so close. That's so close.
I was like so close.
That was like Tierra Whack.
Tierra Whack still hot.
Yeah,
but she did make a statement. Said, "I'm not apologizing for anything. I am who I am. I am a black queer woman, and this is who I am. But I could talk to you about twerking, but I can also talk to you about the things that are important in my community. And it's not like
she's not supposed to have fun. Like
why can't you be smart and be intelligent?
Right, and she's already the senator, so people already know what she has done or what she has not done. So they already know she are. I'm sure the video ain't gonna make a difference if you really are supporting what she is. What she about.
So many people look at your college history and just be like, "Oh, she won," or "Oh, he won." Chick went to Brown. Like, leave her alone. She can do whatever she wants.
Then the other thing about it, it's so many.
You know she does.
It's so many Caucasian politicians that do dumb shit. Like,
Nancy Pelosi's husband about to go to jail. Nancy Pelosi's husband about to go to jail.
And see that
she's probably gonna get reelected. She's gonna get reelected. This nigga went to jail for twerked. Is twerking illegal?
No.
Is twerking anywhere in America illegal?
Well, I think
maybe if you do it on Sundays at Chick-fil-A, it may be illegal there,
but
it's not illegal anywhere. But what Nancy Pelosi's husband did was illegal,
right.
And she's gonna have a good chance of being reelected.
Right. I think anytime somebody has a tingle in their dingle, they find it inappropriate, so they did. You know what? Man. This is wrong. I can't stand it.
Somebody was watching this. Oh shit, no!
My dingle's
damn, boy.
Yup, I got a tingle in my dingle. You right. You right.
Damn, boy, this is wrong.
Dudes can't handle the tingle in the dingle. They gotta call a woman out on being feminist or some shit.
All right, so I think that's where
that's
where
good.
It goes
That's perfect. That is totally nasty.
I
mean, that's where a lot of that stuff comes from. A lot of the things are because men be like, you know what? Fuck, I can't handle it. I got to make a law or something, or say something negative to combat whatever.
You're so right, man.
You're so crazy.
I think you're right. That's true.
Yeah. Well, but shout out to Tierra Mack. Hopefully your campaign goes well and keep twerking for them.
Shout out to Tierra Mack too. Keep making great music, girl. Appreciate you.
Y'all should link up and do a video.
Yeah, a whack Mac.
a whack
Mac collab.
Mac whack.
TNT.
TNT MW collaborations. But nah, shout out to Miss Mac. Good luck on your campaign. I'm rooting for you.
All right. What else? And back to the Las Vegas Raiders. Her name is Sandra Douglas Morgan as the new president.
Shout out to Sandra Douglas Morgan for sure.
First black woman as president, or is it first black woman or first woman? Period. I think it's first black woman.
That's fire.
So shout out to that young lady. But going back to a little bit about politics, we do have the AK-15. And it's, I guess, going back to AK-15. I said AK-15. AR-15.
AR-15
versus the KKK.
What's this about? I haven't heard this.
That's a guy, a black Republican man in Arizona, Jerome Davidson, I believe his name is. He made a
nuts, Yoda. You gotta see this shit, yo.
Made a campaign at shooting at the KKK with it.
Okay,
but he's also was claiming they were Democrats or stuff like that too, right?
Yeah. The KKK are all Democrats, and he's shooting at them. He need 30 rounds, so let me get this AK-47 because I need 30 rounds in 1 second.
Right.
He did so much in that. He did so much in that video, yo. It's so much going on.
You know, I heard about it. I didn't watch it though.
I got
the foolishness is the foolishness was it doesn't make any sense. And then because I was reading an article, even the article that you said, the guy was like, "Oh, it's based in history," but history also said that there was a great migration of races from Democrats to Republicans, either back in the South. So your message doesn't make any sense anymore.
None of their messages make any sense. Their messages always make sense on face value, but you open the book up, it's a bunch of bullshit.
Oh yeah,
bunch of actual shit in between the pages.
That is true. All of it.
It's actual shit.
I think we should get rid of. I think we should get rid of parties. I think we should get rid of political parties and just whoever the best candidate wins.
Yeah.
I think if you take away political party, you can't.
It should be like 6 or 7 of them. It should be like 6 or 7 candidates,
or none.
Right. Oh yeah, you can have as many candidates you want, but it definitely should be no party. Just I am who I am. I'm running for what I believe in, and I believe that you can help me achieve, or we can do this.
And if you like it, if you like what I believe in, vote for me.
Right.
Yeah.
But what do I know? What do I know?
We didn't have this on an agenda, but since we're talking about politics and dumb shit, the dumb nigga that shot Tamir Rice, may he rest in peace forever and ever, got hired by the Tioga Borough in Pennsylvania as their cop. He was the only cop on the force. They only have enough money to have one cop. They swore him in, and people found out, and 3 days later the nigga had to resign. So fuck you, Timothy. Good riddance.
Right? Why would you? Did they do a background check, or maybe they just think they didn't think?
Nigga, that nigga name is Timothy. Everybody know him. Everybody know that's the fucking Tamir Rice killer. You hired a killer.
He went somewhere to hide, and they thought nobody wouldn't find him, and they found him.
He thought he could be in the mountains.
If it's just one cop, I guess he figured nobody care about this district.
Nobody.
I do. It's one cop on the force. You coming to my house when I call? No.
But where the hell is that at? That must have no stop signs. Like, what?
It's like 8 hours from here. It's like
It's
right
one
on the
light.
border of like
It's probably one light.
New York and Canada. It's far. It's far up from us.
So it's like and it's still in PA.
Yeah, I had to look it up. Yeah, I was so upset. I looked it up. Yeah, it's far. It's far from here.
There's definitely one light there.
Definitely no one there but 5 people.
It's 170 miles from here. It's 170 miles.
It's not that far away though. 170 miles isn't that far.
I mean, 4 hours is far to me.
Get there in less than a day.
What I say? 8 hours? 4 hours?
Yeah, it's 4 hours. So that's
4 hours. Yeah, it's right at the border. I'm sorry. I don't know my geography. Pennsylvania does not border Canada. It borders New York. It does border New York, and it's on the border of New York.
Okay.
Still, the whole point of
Tonawanda, New York, exactly.
Fuck Timothy. Fuck that nigga. Every day, I hate him. Kill him. Somebody shoot that nigga quick. I love Tamir. Like that hurts my heart. That's the main one for me. There's a lot of bad shit that happened with cops and shit, but Tamir fucks me up every time I hear about it. So fuck him.
It's still happening.
Yeah.
Yo, so I know we've been on politics for a while. Just switching gears to what we do mostly, and what we do a lot of on Sundays is beer, right? It's summertime. We gotta up our game on these festivals that's happening, whether they're local or they're a flight away or a car drive away, a little caravan away.
I have a thought on this.
So I'll give you your thought, but after I say it,
you gonna give him his thought?
Something that I found out.
Hey, you don't let me have it when I'm ready.
Yeah, because I didn't finish.
Right.
I'm gonna give you your thought, but when I'm done, I'm gonna give you your thought. All right? I'm
reclaiming my time. I threw politics in there. But I actually didn't learn about it until after it happened, and I saw all the posts of like Helicoastal, Hen House, Crown and Hops, and all of them. There's a festival that happens that's actually hosted by Hen House that they have every year. It came back in 2022 and happened on the 25th of June, which we missed it. But one of the things that I was reading about it is that the kind of like, I guess you would say, like the staple of why they call it Freshtival is that that all of the beers that they have, it's over 150 beers. I don't know if that means all different breweries or different like beer and collabs that they all have.
I think it includes anything that's on tap. So it could be
anything that's on tap, right?
50 breweries, 150 beers.
Yeah. Right. And so that none of the beers that are there are less than 7 days old. So this is all fresh. This is all fresh out the tap room or off the line.
They mostly IPAs and stuff. Must be, because I mean that's the only thing you really got to drink fresh that you want to drink fresh. Like stouts, sometimes you want to age.
So it doesn't speak on that specifically, but it just goes in to say that the Hen House Brewing Company's sole beliefs is that everyone deserves to drink a great beer. We know that no matter how well beer is brewed, it will not be great unless it reaches the drinker in brewery fresh condition. Temp, time, and travel all take their toll and can render even the most delicious beers forgettable. And then it just goes into, this is why more and more breweries, Hen House included, are choosing to self-distribute via refrigerated trucks, sell their beer locally, and do everything possible to ensure the quality of the beer for the end consumer is fresh. So
where is this at again?
That happens in the Bay Area. That happens. Hen House is in they're like near I think they're not. I'm not sure. They're not right in they're like in San Leandro or San Pablo somewhere. It's Northern California, so not too far from Oakland. But something for us to think about putting on the calendar, in the years to come. I mean, it would be a nice little trip to do. And then we also have I think Crowns and Hop will be open later this year. So I know that grand opening will be pretty epic.
Oh yeah,
you guys install that space.
Especially you leave it up to Benny and Tio, it's going to be epic. I mean, especially with given Benny's marketing background and all that good stuff. Oh, it's going to be a party for sure.
Well, that was in it was in Somo Village, which is in Sonoma County. So wait, that's up near Somo is like that's up near like wine country. They must have had it. Like that's up like near Napa. Okay. So that's about 45 minutes from like Berkeley area. It's not too far outside of Oakland.
Yeah, I saw the post, but I mean I know I was in Italy, so I didn't even put it on my calendar for this.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Like around this time to try to do a lot of beer fest. It's like because it's summer and like niggas be taking vacation.
That's a vacation right there, though.
So it's that was like part of my thought. That was part of my thought.
It's like
in order for us to be like, we have to actually take vacations in the spring and fall and winter.
Right?
Like,
do we?
We gotta develop. We gotta wrap our vacations around, like, if we go on to festivals in the summer, we can't have family vacations in the summer unless we're taking them because it's a festival every week. Like it's a Smyrna. You said something about a Smyrna festival last week.
It's next week.
On my way. I'm not here. I'm here, and then something's on the 30th.
Then I'm
not here. Like,
then I'm not
because I'm on vacation both of them weekends. I'm out.
It's 4 of us, so we can divide and conquer.
Yeah, I was about to say, it don't have to be, you know.
But see, we can divide and conquer, but I just hate when I'm not at the beer fest.
That's all about to say. I'm like, yo, this is bullshit. Y'all like human robot and Yoda at a game, and I'm working like, nigga, y'all milk beer. I want to drink a milk beer.
Milk tube.
No, I can't say this, Lou.
Are you home safe, nigga?
I drink a lot of the milk pours, so I didn't miss the milk pour.
Ain't nobody asked you ain't drink one yesterday, did you?
Yeah, but I drink about 50 when we went to the lab.
Ain't nobody asked you that. Ain't nobody asked you how many you drunk. Ain't nobody asked if you drunk one. You just bullshit. Why you ain't driving? You should be still driving with your daughter or some shit. You be on the road still? You supposed to be on my team. I said, when you came on, I said Voltron has formed, and here you go. Blasphemy.
No, I'm just saying, like,
it's all right.
I would like to be at, like, I wish I could go to all the beer fest, but
yeah, for sure.
It just ain't in my
I'm gonna start. I'm planning my I'm not gonna have no vacation next summer. All
my
vacations gonna be dedicated to y'all.
Yeah, you do that. No beer fest for sure.
right.
Nobody's having a beer fest this year.
It'd be 2020 summer all over again. Like, God damn it, y'all did it again.
but there's like the Savor joint in DC that was last June as well.
The end of June. Yep.
Yeah. So but there's some coming up. There's some that happened already, but I mean, you can always probably find a beer fest nowadays because this is the beer fest season. And I mean, you got the other beer fest coming up.
October. You got like,
October 1st.
You still got those months.
Second. Yeah, you still got October and November. Even there's some in November. We went to one in Baltimore in November.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying. We do get out there.
We just got to put some more. Get some more thing. Be strategic. Hit a little bit, couple more, especially with breweries who we've had that are been guests and that have been that we support. They support us. So yeah, we should just branch out a little bit. Do a couple more. Add a couple more. Maybe we just say we add one more each year or something like that. It don't have to be like hit like, oh, this one over here, this one over here, right? We just Monday, say like, Tuesday, all right, well, let's just add a new one every day. And then that way we can better kind of maneuver and make sure that the 4 of us, can make it or something like that.
I agree.
Yeah. What else is going on?
As long as there's 2 of us there, I think we represent.
Yeah. What else is going on? You got fans rushing the stage. It seemed like it'd be a phenomenon or epidemic.
Yeah, it's like my nerves.
I think the other day somebody rushed Roddy Ricch. He had
that's not always been the case though at concerts. Like
not like this anymore. I think
didn't Travis Scott didn't people die his shit and never since then it's like people rushing the stage or
like Playboy Cardi he had like a couple people jump on the stage. I'm like, is that a security issue though?
It seems like it.
Yeah. But you can't. But you can. The security can stop them once they get there. But it's easy. Like if you're on the stage, if you're in the middle of the stage and you just jump up on there, it's hard to stop that. I guess unless there's security.
Why? It's security on the floor.
But a lot of times it's not like Nation of Islam covering. It's not like I don't think
took it there. God damn.
Oh yeah, you know how it's not like Malcolm X, right? It's not that perimeter type of thing. So there's holes in the gaps because I think I just saw what's the other guy's name? Oh, Lil Baby. My man got pushed. He went flying like Jeff on Fresh Prince when Uncle Phil threw him out.
When Uncle Phil be throwing him out.
Yeah, this motherfucker got pushed way off the stage. Like security said, he went.
It's like y'all don't care. Like these fans, I understand that you're a fan, but like you don't care about your own personal well-being over some nigga on the stage rapping or singing. Like,
no, man, like they so otherworldly. Like those artists are so otherworldly to these people. Like you figure how like a couple weeks back we was talking about Michael Jackson. People was dying at his concerts just because it was like that's Roddy Ricch. Like it's a whole different level of.
Well, now he got Roddy Ricch face print. I mean, a boot print on his face or something. So he good. I mean, I guess
sell that.
Yeah, he probably love that.
Right.
He probably like, yo, Roddy Ricch in security fuck me up. Look.
Yeah, Roddy
I hope his eye never heals.
Right.
He started going to kick him butt. Now on Lil Baby, he wasn't even aware of it by the time. So he looked over and the guy came over, but security was right there and pushed my man way off stage. So
it was a little weird.
Then Dave Chappelle, it happened to Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle, right?
Yeah.
So I just looked up the craziest times of the history of fans rushing the stage, and this article came up that was published back in 2017. It said the 11 of the craziest times fans stormed the stage, and it kind of gives it in timeline order. So this one only dates back to 2015 was when Taylor Swift's concert in San Diego, one fan fought like 4 security guards and made his way on stage. I'm like, okay, one guy, 4 security guards.
He really loved Taylor Swift.
I know they got fired like a motherfucker.
Nicki Minaj in Miami 2012. Don't mess with Nicki Minaj when she's spitting beats. It says
did they write that? Somebody wrote that. She's spitting beats? No, she's never done that.
Yeah, that's what it said.
That's a horrible article. Put his name out there. Put his or her name. Who wrote this article?
I'm gonna look back. I'll look back in a second.
Please don't say their name.
Adam beats.
Never writing again.
Adam Levine in Edmonton, 2015. Maroon 5 and Adam Levine
spitting drum solos
while on stage in Edmonton when a starstruck female ran on stage to give him a kiss. So that's the point I was making is like fans rushing the stage has kind of always been a thing. Even like I think part of it is a little bit like of hype of like, okay, like let 1 or 2 up, but if it gets out of hand and it gets uncontrollable, like you're doomed.
I think that it's a little difference now because like everybody's chasing clout on the internet. So it's like as long as I get seen, that's I can at least point out to people or post on my page that's me that ran up on that stage. I don't give a fuck what happens to me, but that was me. I ran up on that stage.
Flying? That was me, son.
That was me.
I love that. I felt good being there.
Playboy Cardi, I saw Playboy Cardi, John, and that's the first one I had seen. But he security was gripping up this dude, right? And Playboy Cardi went up and was like, yo, told the security to get off of him. And so the security lets him go, but they still ended up putting him back in the crowd. But it was just weird to me that Playboy Cardi was just like, yo, let him go. Like, it's all right. But that's weird. But then he turned around and kissed the fan. So it was a lot of weird shit happening in that one clip. Like that was only like 30 seconds long, but like a lot happened.
I guess maybe some people might say, let people on, like you were saying. Some people might say, "Hey, let a few people go." But I know some of them might be staged. Where I know the one that guy went flying, that probably was not staged at all because he went flying.
And plus, I guess some people especially like some of these artists that aren't they aren't superstars, but to their own following, they're superstars. You know what I mean? Right. Like kind of like how Titian, whatever his name is, was to his people. Like he had a cult, cult following, and like these people, he used to jump in the crowd and like love that shit. Yeah. But would come back like I can't breathe because wouldn't nobody let him through and all this shit. They was dropping them and shit. But it's like some people love that that attention from their crowd because it like makes them feel like makes their crowd feel like they're part of what they're doing. So like,
yeah, like a lot of people that do that, like they can engineer that. I say the word engineer because they can engineer that into their performance if they want, right? But you got to have people, your security and your team knowing that that's what you're going to do, so that they're like out in the crowd. Let's say if you know how people fall back into the crowd and then next people passing you back. You got to have a plan to either get back or you got security out there wherever that rage stops, so that they can part the sea of people and get you back where you need to be. But if nobody know your plan, then it becomes a fire drill for everybody. Right. Yeah. Everybody's like, what the fuck? They didn't, this wasn't a part of the act. This wasn't part of the show. And then it just creates more anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It don't seem like fun to me, but whatever.
Yeah.
That shit ain't fun.
Yeah. Unfortunately, in the world of prime ministers, there was a former one that was assassinated. The former Japanese prime minister was assassinated, Abe. He was assassinated it wasn't a weekend. It was maybe Friday?
On the week?
Thursday?
Yeah.
Thursday?
Mm-hmm.
I'm still trying to figure out how, like, I know it's not a...
How you get that close?
Like that's what I wanted to know. How you get that close?
A pea shooter, yo. He hit him with a pea shooter.
See, that's why I would never have a position like that. No, you ain't nobody
in the back. Like in the back. How you get
I feel like when after the investigation come out, it's an inside job. Like,
inside job. I'm about to say
Secret Service letting them get that close, right?
Or maybe
shot
they
me
don't
in the
have
back.
Secret Service like you expect.
I mean, I don't know how that works.
I know he's former, but still,
they said he was on the sidewalk, like in the streets, just talking. So his Secret Service wasn't up to par.
Right? I think he was like on the stage type of thing, wasn't he? He went on like a platform. I think he was on a platform.
I feel like either earlier or at the time he had been like shaking hands and kissing babies, walking up and down the street.
When he was speaking, he got shot in the back.
That's when he got shot, when he was actually doing the speech.
Because the guy was right behind him, the security was able to tackle my man to the ground. So it wasn't like he was like, hey, he wasn't from a distance. It wasn't like
right.
No, that motherfucker walked right behind you and said, hello, my name is Shooter. It was crazy.
Nobody passed down, area not secure, nothing.
No. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird to me. It sounds like an inside job. I mean, what else could it be?
Can be.
He also had the Prime Minister of Britain resign due to a lot of scandal happening in his regime.
Dummy.
Or I forget his name is Boris. I forgot what fucking name.
Kojo?
Not Boris Kojo.
I don't even know if it's
that's a common name over there, yo.
I don't even know if it's Boris.
Oh shit. Well, then let's call him Robert.
Let's call him Boris Kojo.
I forget what his name is, but you had him retire, and resign. I think somebody in Singapore, after people stormed the mansion, he resigned as well. And not Singapore, but somewhere in
Boris
Thailand.
Johnson.
Boris Johnson. See, I was right. I know it's Boris.
Okay,
but not Kojo.
Not Kojo. So people are people bowing out or getting told to bow out. It's crazy. I mean. A lot of people compared Boris Johnson to Trump. Like he was like Trump should have resigned like my man Boris did, but it didn't happen. But
well, the only difference because of that is like Trump didn't resign because his followers were still following him. Like Boris Johnson's own party was like, yo, like 56% of us was like, you got to get the fuck out of here, dude. Like
that's true.
Yeah, it was one of those situations. You got to go.
They wasn't happy with him.
Like at this point, you making all of us look crazy.
Right. The whole party, we never gonna get the prime ministership back.
Right.
Like you fucking us all up.
Well, he was also he
went out with a blaze. He was like, yo, I'll be resigning in 4 months when somebody find a replacement. And these sheep out here don't want to listen to nobody. So that's why I'm gone. Peace. I'm like, nigga, you was a liar. Like you just kept lying and lying. I was arguing with these sheep.
He was the main guy who pushed for Brexit, which is how he got into power because nobody else wanted to do it once. He was like, motherfucker, you wanted Brexit to be happening, so you wanted to be in control of it.
I got it done, and now y'all want to fire me because I lied. Like shit, I've been lying the whole time.
But the fact that when I travel, I mean, I understand I'm the British pound.
Now
Is
you
actually
international.
pretty solid.
Right now, this nigga.
Pretty solid.
No, I travel.
He said, now that I travel, you know, because I'm an international player.
I didn't say all
Where's
that.
your fedora? Where's your fedora at? Put your fedora on when you
I didn't
talk
say
about
that.
You motherfucker said, I'm an international player, so you know.
Right. This is my players' anthem. My players' anthem is international. It's not national like y'all.
The European Union
my
is
players'
kind
anthem
of cool
is
because you can use the money all over the place, but now you can't use it in Great Britain. That's the only reason I was saying that, because now they ain't in the euro. No, they're not in.
You found that in your travels.
Now.
You found that in your travels.
I just found it funny that you can't now go, like, because you got those trains that go all through Europe, but now you got to switch over to pounds when you get to Great Britain, because you can't use the shit.
But it's just like how if they fly to America, they got to switch their money over, right?
Right, but you didn't have to do that in all of Europe.
I know.
That shit was dope to me. But now, I mean, I know people fear.
But it was only like 20 years. It wasn't even a long time.
It's long enough. People got acquainted to it. I mean, I know people fear.
I'm just saying, like Britain ignorant. Britain always been ignorant. Britain started slavery. Britain started slavery. They always been ignorant.
They wanted to start slavery? Britain. Because
Spain
and Portugal.
95, Devin, 95. Nigga, give me my 5%. Some shit be original.
Spain and Portugal had a big piece in that as well.
They did. All you gotta do is watch Blackish Juneteenth episode. You get all your history on.
You know they'll keep you woke. Stay woke.
Well, speaking of history and stuff like that, the what was it? The warrior Woman King or something like that. I can't remember.
Oh,
Viola Davis new movie coming out. Shit!
The trailer, I can't wait.
That shit, I was like, man.
When is it? I didn't see a date.
It comes in September. It comes out in September.
We gotta get our 14% out there to support this.
I was
it looks really good, but it looks like a certain sect of people ain't gonna go out and see this movie, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, probably not.
Right.
But Viola Davis got a wide net. They made her look like an action star. I'm like, oh shit. Because sometimes she walk like her feet hurt all the fucking time. So I'm more interested in seeing how
her feet hurt.
Onions, and corns, huh?
On top of falling, she got a falling arch down there too. Bunions, corns, no arches. She got an Achilles issue.
When she was in the Help, I thought she was acting. Nope, that's how she really walks.
She can shuffle the whole life.
So if she looks in like a real action star in this shit, that is great
CGI is prime.
Oh yeah, you know they can do anything.
CGI got her walking straight, huh?
Shout out to Viola Davis. I think the movie's gonna be amazing, though.
It's gonna be amazing.
I heard her autobiography was wild. I don't remember all the shit that was in it, but I just heard it was wild. You should go pick it up if you read.
Go pick it up if you read.
If you listen to books too, pick it up.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm sure somebody read it to you, read it on audio.
No woman, so I can imagine that it's pretty good.
At first, I thought it was like when I first saw that.
She had a rough childhood.
I thought it was like Black Panther 2. I was like, she's in Black Panther 2. But the more
I'm about to say, I thought it gave me Black Panther vibes. Definitely gave me Black.
Black Warriors is just Shaka Zulu or Black Panther. Everybody think of that shit.
I think they should.
Remember Shaka Zulu?
Yeah,
Shaka Zulu, that movie Shaka Zulu made me do some research. Like, I had my Encyclopedia Britannica app, like Shaka Zulu. Shit,
it's like a superhero warrior type shit now. Like that should be lit.
Yeah. I watch Shaka Zulu if it come on again.
Yeah,
Shaka Zulu should come on UPN. And it was like a 6 day. It was like a 6. Who?
They could do Hannibal, the King of the Moors. They could do a movie like that. I think they've been talking about it for years. I think one time Denzel was attached. One time Vin Diesel was attached to it.
Why did just step outside like he looking for somebody? That motherfucker walked out.
I need to go outside.
It's hot. You need to go outside. What y'all cooking?
God damn, nigga, got your hair on.
That's like three different sceneries. You know
man.
What kind of flag is that? Is that a chicken?
No, it's just a 4th of July flag, like a.
Okay.
Got like
that better be a Juneteenth flag. What the fuck?
I think say 4th of July on it. You know,
I told Adrian
Devin American.
I told Adrian she couldn't go with a flag. She couldn't go with a regular flag.
Devin lived on the other side of the canal, Yoda. It's different down there.
Yeah, that
man.
is true.
It ain't different down there.
It's American flags and a lot less Juneteenth flags down there. Man. You don't see
it's
as many
black.
as you.
Oh, we all black and we pro-black.
It's a lot of black. It's a lot of black people down there, Yoda.
Right.
But I don't.
They probably got Confederate flags on trucks, pickup trucks down there. The black people.
You live across the street from somebody that got a Confederate flag.
You're right.
Now spill it, Tick.
That nigga ain't got a Confederate flag.
He just might as well have it.
Might as well.
He got a hater flag.
He don't like you. The reason he don't like you is because you black. That's it.
Right, and I'm doing better than he is.
Them Negroes across the street,
right?
Be
they always having parties and festivities.
They hate to see a nigga doing good.
Like, it's cool. All day. Like, that nigga.
That motherfucker probably be like, what kind of job he got?
He got a job. I know he be picking cotton.
And look, and he worried about what you got. He probably don't even ever leave to go to a job, hardly.
Nope.
Because that Social Security.
Yep.
You know,
maybe on disability or something.
He retired before there. He retired when there was still pensions.
57. He got the 57 Chevy in his driveway.
Like from Ghostbusters.
A hearse, nigga.
The Ghostbusters bill.
Oh, shit. It's a Pinto Cadillac. Pinto Cadillac with dead people in it. A former dead people car. He got ill.
I think he sold it though. To be honest, I think he sold it. I think he sold it. I haven't seen it, and I remember somebody coming to pick it up. So
it's
I think
in the shop.
Yeah, or it could be.
Yeah,
they might have transported a body in it. I don't know.
Somebody came to make it.
Somebody borrowed it. A funeral home borrowed it.
I don't know. I hope not.
If they
I wouldn't bury my family with that motherfucker. That old thing.
Keep that. Yeah, you riding through with the Pinto hearse. That's foul. Like, God, man, it's 2022. You can only afford this Pinto hearse.
No, but for real, like being in a, because this neighborhood, like, there's so many black and brown people in here, but it's so many racist white people around here, right? And I was just thinking the other day when I was walking, these dogs started barking at me. I swear they was calling me a nigga.
Yeah, they was.
No.
And I go on my walk, and it's this dog. He barking at me all the time. Yeah, they barking. And his owner always be like, "Stop it!" But he never stopped. Like, he obedient for everything else but the barking at me. Like, why your nigga dog barking at me?
You know why?
Right.
That's how you train me. Now you telling me not to bark at him. Wait a minute, I'm confused.
It's either one or two things, Yoda. When dogs be barking at you, they either love niggas and they ain't seen enough of us, or they hate us and they've been trained to bite our asses off. It's one or the other. It's really weird. It's really weird. You walk around and motherfucking dogs just stay barking, trainer like stop.
But the guy across the street, weird shit always happens to him, so it don't bother me. I just think it's funny because he be so mad about shit, and then like weird stuff happens, like when a nigga dog, he was trying to walk his dog, and that motherfucker pulled him, and he ran into his truck, like boom, like dead smack into his truck, rolled on the ground and everything. Oh, I'm like, see, I just blame it on you being racist. That's what you get for being racist.
Pretty much.
Dang.
If you love black people, maybe this wouldn't happen to you.
Right, yeah.
Now, see how all this started just because I came outside and I showed and the flag was flapping in the wind.
I still don't know what's on that flag. So
what's on the
Mama T gave us the flag. All it is like a patriot. It's a jar with some stars on it, guys.
Yeah, that's very Caucasian.
No, it ain't.
Caucasoid.
No, it might give you that, but that's why we didn't do American flag. We just couldn't.
It might give you that, nigga. That is an American flag.
No, it's not. It's not a flag. It's not the flag.
Stars and jars.
Right.
It's not this. We wasn't gonna do the red, white, and blue. Striped flag for 4th of July. We weren't doing it.
Okay.
Right.
And that was
y'all I also want to put them stars in the jar. Y'all so do.
Stupid.
I want to also give a shout out to the young man in Mississippi, Karan Evans, for jumping into the river over the weekend. Well, I don't think it was
saving somebody.
Give him the key to the city. He put his phone down, took the sneakers off, and jumped in there.
The 3 people he said he learned to swim at age 3, and he didn't have any hesitation. He just jumped right in it to go to work. So shout out to the young man for being a hero. Because some people might have just said, I don't know how to swim. Well, another PSA, bro. Black folks, teach your children how to swim.
Right.
Teach
Yo,
your children
another PSA. There's a lot of black people that do know how to swim.
Right.
Yeah, it is. But
And
there's some
shame on
people
white
that
people.
like, I ain't never
For
swim.
the black people that don't know how to swim, shame on white people. It's y'all's fault. In slavery times, they used to throw us over the boat, and they used to put acid in the pool so that we would have to get out of the water because you can't swim in acid. They would shut down the pool because one black man walked through or one black woman walked through, didn't even get in the water.
Right.
Josephine Baker couldn't swim in the fucking pool with regular old white folks, so she moved to France.
True.
I think we don't swim because of white folks.
There's some trauma.
American black people
There's some
don't swim
trauma
because of white
behind
folks.
why
Yeah.
we don't do water.
Yes.
Well, I get it.
Do well with water.
I know there's some trauma there, but what about now? No, like,
still there.
It's trauma and institutional racism all the time.
Right,
like it's up
but
to you to break the curse. It's up to you to break the curse. It's up to you to teach your kids and for you to
That's what I'm saying.
But it's up to you. Some people don't have the wherewithal and aren't smart enough, or some people are still blind and think that we're not supposed. I met a black person that didn't swim because they said black people don't swim. Like black people don't swim. Like why should I swim? Like nigga, swim. Right. But what about that 40-year-old man that's like black people don't swim? It's too late for him, right? Throw him in.
Nah, it ain't too late, bro.
Exactly.
You can learn to float at least at the bare minimum. Learn to float.
Learn to float, right?
Learn to float.
And nowadays you
got to learn how to survive in water.
You got a floating device on the airplane. You got life vests. Motherfuckers like, I'm survive.
Yeah, but like you still got to learn how to.
That shit now.
If the current heavy enough, it don't matter. It don't matter if you're Michael Phelps. If the current heavy enough, you're done. You're done.
Yeah.
No white water rafting if you can't swim.
I'm talking about more about like pools and stuff like that, and you hear about kids drowning in pools and stuff like that, and because they don't know how to swim and stuff like that. That's more about.
You can also watch your fucking kids if you.
I was about to say, man, lock the door.
Sometimes, just like people jump on the stage, it's the same thing. Sometimes there's holes in the security. There's holes in security. Okay.
I feel like that's holes in parenting. If you're there with your child and you're not watching them.
There's a book on security though. There's no book on parenting.
Well, that makes it even harder.
That's what I'm saying. I'm shouting out the parents. I'm on your side now, Rob.
Yeah, but
what if there's an instance where
I'm pretty sure there is a book on parenting.
What if you drop your children off somewhere and they're not to the parents?
Well, if you know that your children don't know how to swim, why are you dropping your kids off somewhere where there's water at and they don't know how to swim?
It could have been a pool that they was at somebody's house. You didn't know the gate was open or something like that.
Well, see,
I was gonna say on the flip side too. Like, let's say your kids know how to swim, right? And the parents don't know how to swim, and the kids that know how to swim just got fatigued, right? And like, what do you do as that parent who doesn't know how to swim?
Well, then that's fucked up for you, parent, for not knowing how to swim.
I'm just saying, yes, those are the same situations.
Like you,
well, I think that's why. Well, hopefully there's a lifeguard somewhere on duty at that point. But I think everybody has to learn how to do something.
Everybody got to learn how to swim. Hey, look, when you, like we were talking about at the top of the show, when you have kids, right, and you get pulled into all these different things that they want to do or they want to learn, it becomes like your job to invest in not making sure that they're just knowledgeable of it. You have some accountability to be invested to a degree, right, of what it involves, what it entails.
Right, but some same energy people put into everybody should own a gun, at least one handgun. You should learn these life skills as well.
Oh, true.
Maybe start
that's
a fire.
Life skill.
Wait, did y'all get guns yet? Wait a minute.
No.
We talked about it.
So you guys are thinking about getting handguns, or?
Yeah, I was telling Rob that I missed the gun class just with scheduling because I had a conflict, but I'm definitely getting a firearm
because you guys were so against guns at one point.
I don't know if I've ever been against it.
I'm never against guns. It's not gun.
I don't think I'm against it. I think
you just think you never needed one. Is that?
Well, I don't need that. Well, my thing is you don't need an AR-15 for hunting.
Yeah, I'm about to say
that's going to be my next one though. But I mean, because
it might be banned before.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get one too before that happens. So because the thing is, because like if you look at a lot of white households that have guns, like they got a lot of them. Like I'm talking about collections on top of collections. One, and then they're fucking. I'm stretching and saying 3-year-old, but at least their 9-year-old kid knows how to shoot a gun a proper way.
Well, some people, people about around 11, they teach their children how to use a rifle to hunt and stuff like that. I get it in the rural area.
So we can't. The revolution will not be televised. We need to be ready, man. You never know what's going to go down in these streets, man. You never know.
Be zombie wars. Be
True
zombies.
There's zombies out there already, but like
you're gonna need a different kind of bullet, though, right?
Yeah.
No, you just gotta take the head off. You gotta take the head off.
That's how that works.
Go for the head. Go for the head.
Yeah.
It's definitely zombies out there now.
That's the head from the body. That's what you're supposed to do for zombies. Shout out to Walking Dead.
Why you know? Okay, I was gonna say why you know so much about how to kill zombies. That's weird.
I said every zombie movie is over because everything else is dead except the brain is active some way to make you go.
That's why they go.
You know what? Why do zombies want to eat though? Like it's not nourishing. So what is the purpose? I never understood that part of zombies.
Why they want to eat?
Why they
Why
wanna
they want to eat people?
Make more zombies.
Well, because I think the main thing is they saying because it only has an animalistic thing, and you still attack is the only thing.
Like a virus,
right?
We just we don't die, we multiply.
What else going on? Brittany Griner did. She had to plead. I guess she had to plead guilty to her charges in Russia. I guess that's the only way I guess somebody told her maybe that's the only way she can get out of there. She plead.
Well, they're gonna do a prison swap.
Right. Yeah, that's the only way the prison swap could go to.
And if she says she pleads not guilty, then they got to go to trial. And if it was to find her guilty, they would give her a longer sentence than if she just pleads not guilty. It's just all this fucking shit. She ain't LeBron James either. So
she had Brittany Griner. No, she's
but
that's what I'm saying. She ain't. Brittany Griner is one of the most popular basketball players in the world.
Right, and
she's still over there. If she was LeBron James, she'd have been over there a week.
Man, if Trump was still president, she would have been home like a while ago, a long time ago.
Why?
I don't even think it would have happened.
Why though? Why do you believe that?
Because they're cool.
I think the relationship between Putin and Trump, it wouldn't happen.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah, the climate definitely had a lot to do with I think her staying there.
It may have been different.
Yeah, like I think she
had to do with Ukraine as well because it just happened the same time where they were in Ukraine.
Right, and I believe she's
bargaining shit.
Yeah, I think she definitely has taken that on the plane before.
Right.
This this time where we checking everybody, we checking the
she lived
US
there.
Person,
she
right?
Lived there.
Yo, Trump said it wouldn't even be no war if he was still in.
It definitely wouldn't, because America will be bombing Ukraine with Russia.
He said, "I would have told Putin. I would have said, nope, don't do it. You can't do it." That's what he said. He said, "Nope."
We've talked about for him to not have any power and not be relevant in my mind. We've talked about him a lot today.
Yo, I think because
he still got half of the he still got half of the population that think he should be president.
I mean,
the January 6th committee telling you all that even after the fact that all these people find out that this motherfucker was wilding and really did have something to do with this shit, they still like, we good. We got you.
What is Trump
here? Yeah, nothing to see here. So
but I definitely hope she comes home soon.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
It is crazy.
Sure, man.
Because that shit's been long enough. Come on.
Yeah, because she been there for what's it been like
since February, I think, right?
4 or 5 months.
Yeah, that shit's nuts.
Yeah.
I bet her ass won't be using no more vapes, more weed cards.
She definitely gonna be smoking. She definitely.
She gonna need that. She been off of it, off that ganja all this time. She gonna need a blunt.
Yeah, but she ain't fucking playing overseas no more.
She gonna play overseas, not in Russia.
I mean, it's already a shame that they got to do that anyway.
She already got a contract set up with Ukraine. She got the Ukrainian national team signed her up already. They just waiting for her to get out of this legal troubles.
Yeah,
but she gonna be praying to sign the contract next year. It's high money. It's good money. It's a good deal.
Yeah, it is money, but it's a shame that they even got to do that.
Like, well, I think they're working on it because that one young lady, she did just sign the most lucrative female contract endorsement deal. Anyway, so endorsement deals are going up for female basketball athletes. So hopefully this continue the trend because it is crazy that they got to do this job and then overseas play. And I mean, but I think things are starting to change a little bit. I mean, some people didn't think that when it first started, people didn't think the WNBA was going to make it. The fact that they are still slowly but surely taking a little longer than it should. But
young ladies were born. The WNBA was around. They saw it, grew up, and play in the WNBA. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But when it was fledgling, they was like, oh, well, no, it's gonna make it.
It always seemed good to me. Like, I felt like it was really good when it first started. Like 3 championships in a row with one team, like a dynasty right off the jump.
You had good players, but the attendance and stuff like that, or the exposure was not there at all.
Yeah.
So, like, because you had Lisa Leslie and Cheryl Swoopson back in the day. Yeah, you had the people who was in there, but
I'm mad that whatchamacallit never got to play. Reggie Miller's sister, Cheryl Miller.
Oh, Cheryl. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She missed her. She was like a year. It was like a year or two late.
It was like that was like when, we were little when Power Wheels came out. Damn, we just missed Power Wheels.
That's how I'll be with cartoons.
Damn, we too big to ride it.
Younger people will be like, "Oh, you watch Hey Arnold?" I'm like, I missed it. It was way before. It was after my time.
After your time.
They're like, "You watch something?" Nah, I don't watch Mighty Mouse. That was before my time.
Yeah.
Mighty Mouse. No, I just made it up. I just made it up.
Oh, wait a minute. I was going to go down the whole list. What about DuckTales?
Yeah, I'm getting confused.
Woo. I was with the DuckTales.
Right.
I was totally confused. Wait a minute. Why the fuck was I around for?
I couldn't think of the name. Goddamn it! I couldn't think of no 70s cartoon.
All right. We'll let that pass.
Samboat Mickey. I wasn't around for Steamboat Mickey. Golly.
You went around for Ed and Eddie.
Look, I done said a lot of trifling shit. Y'all ain't jumped down my throat for fucking Mighty Mouse.
Wait. You said Mighty Mouse. I had to stop.
Everybody got on their
we all around the same age, nigga. We all just didn't have TV then. If you didn't,
you poor motherfucker.
Because I had a Mighty Mouse lunchbox and all that
shit. Rob had the Mighty Mouse lunchbox.
I had the Mighty Mouse lunchbox.
How bad we all got quiet and thought about it first. We was like,
God,
we all on a certain age.
Isn't it here I come to save the day? Thank goodness Mighty Mouse is on the way.
Yes. Miss Mighty Mouse.
Courageous Cat, Mighty Mouse. I remember all them niggas.
Oh, shit.
Courageous Cat had a Batmobile car.
All right. Anybody else got anything that's popping off? Anything else popping off? I mean,
no, I'm about to pop some beers again. That's all I'm about to do. Drinking all day.
I'm about to go jump in this pizzle.
I've been drinking. You gonna have a beer in your hand?
I don't know if I'm gonna have a beer in my hand, but I'm
gonna have another
pizzle,
a pilsner or a something like
that. Well, I will go check and see if they got that luau joint up the street.
Up the street. All right, yo, Jamal didn't hit you up yet, has he, Rob?
No, he said he was still.
He
there
said he might come through. Jamal is who we met up with yesterday at Human Robot. I didn't know he was up here to do until I got up there. Y'all may know I may just be behind on the thing, but he's up here to do a collab for Fresh Fest too, or for Barrels and Flow.
Which is weird as fuck, because how did he get a collab close to here?
Right.
Yeah.
Why can't he get one down by him?
Right.
Yeah.
He
gets weird.
He did it. He did it this morning. So.
He did it this morning.
Yeah.
With who?
He posted some of the stuff with St. Joseph.
With who?
So they have like a program, I guess, St. Joseph University, but I guess they have like a beer thing that's going on. And I think one of the young ladies, he explained some of the stuff yesterday, but I'm sure they'll have a more story about it when at Barrel and Flow and stuff like that. All right. Anything else besides Doja Cat sliding into people DM and they putting her on blast?
Hey, look, she wants some pipe.
That date, like, what you doing?
Well, no, she wasn't even trying to holler at him. Maybe that's why he was offended. She was trying to holler at his co-star.
So okay, you gotta have somebody. You gotta have somebody. Got to be the vessel.
Right, but
was it somebody that
I think
somebody famous?
Well, this is on. They both work on Stranger Things, and my man, she slid in his DM and said, "Yo, what's up? What's up with that young man?"
You in the industry. You gotta look. If somebody either got your number, you gotta get it through it somehow.
Yeah, you gotta get in where you can.
I forget. It was recent. But it was another actor or actress said, like, how did you and such, even get up? And it was like, yeah, like they were on the same set and they didn't have their number directly, but they asked somebody and the rest is history. And like now, it'll come to me later, but it's like two actors and actresses, they together because somebody else hooked them up. It ain't no different than it happens.
Oh yeah,
it's in your circle.
But I think he like 17-year-old young boys, the young man that she hit up, but that's not who she was trying to get with. But she asked the 17-year-old boy, and
how old is she? Like 20? I don't know how old Doja Cat is.
Yeah, but the guy she was asking was like 25. So the guy she was asking about is 25. But she asked the 17-year-old.
Well, she asked a young boy. And
I guess the guy that maybe she knew, or the guy she followed, that's the one she hit up.
Is that a crime?
Said,
no.
But I think she was a little embarrassed, and she was a little
embarrassed. Young bull was acting like a young bull.
You guys just
right, and that's what she eventually said.
16-year-old friend about his 25-year-old brother or sister.
Right.
Yeah,
but she felt he probably just young and he probably not really a weasel, but he just acting like a 17-year-old boy. So she did go.
Yo, Doja Cat DM me. Oh my god. Right. He all hype. He want to call everybody over to his computer, verify it.
Like, yo, she hit me, and then she was like, yeah. So the dude. Right. And that's when he was like, "Oh, this bitch, you know how niggas be."
I'm about to post this shit right now.
Right. He was like, "Oh, shit, I thought she was trying to holler at me."
Right.
I done told my boys and everything. They all know. And she my brother.
Started off all nice. Hey, how you doing? And he was like, "I'm doing good. How you?" Blah blah. I was like, "So start off," and then he was like, "She was like, so." About your friend.
She went right to it. She said, your co-star, can you have your co-star hit me up? And then she said, oh, wait a minute, does he have a girlfriend? And that's when it all started.
Yeah, he was just being a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah. But he only 17 then.
He only 17,
yeah, young boy. All right. Anything else before we wrap up? We did almost hit this.
Don't ask us that question no more, Rob. If you ask that question again, is there anything else before we wrap it up?
That's it, Rob.
That's just another way for us to get on a little tangent.
Yeah, but then wrap it up, Rob. I start wrapping up, and y'all talk, and y'all.
Nah, go ahead, just wrap it up.
See, y'all talking about something. I got something. I can say something.
See, now Luke can say something.
Damn.
Have a good week, everyone.
That's all he wants to say.
Have
a good week, everybody.
I've been the best rapper in Dipset, yo.
All right. Well, before we go, we would like to know how people can find everybody on these social media. So, how can they find you?
So, you can find me on Instagram at IM302YODA. Okay.
All right.
Nice.
All right.
That's a little rap. Oh, you can find me on Instagram, Dev Drinks Craft Brew. Also, you can email me at devdrinkscraftbrew@brewsandbanter.com. That's how you can reach me.
Check out my LinkedIn on LinkedIn.
I'm on there too.
I got a Pinterest page if you want to.
Picture page. It's time for the picture page.
You gotta get all your socials out. That's out. No,
that's right.
That's what's up. Get all your socials
out.
I
pay for that.
Right. Hey, your MySpace. You still got that song on there?
Yeah, I had T.I. on my shit.
I don't know what I ended up with. I don't know.
Yo, how could I go back and see if that's still running?
You just type in MySpace if it still work.
Yeah, you got the email address.
Some of them are still active.
Yeah, I had that because I know I officially deactivated. I mean, it was years ago, probably 2006. That deactivated my Black Planet, but it was still up when I went back there. Oh shit, Black Planet.
Hit me up on Black Planet.
Black Planet.
Yo, hit me up on LOL. You can catch me in the chat rooms on LOL.
I'm gonna look it up.
MySpace website still even active? Is that MySpace.com still even it worked?
Probably
not. So I think it's still a thing.
Well, because I know one time Justin Timberlake had bought it to make it try to make it more music music focused, and I didn't really rock off.
Yeah, he be
fine.
Yeah,
take off.
Yeah,
Justin out here.
Should have made a video. Should have made that video platform called it TikTok.
It is kind of musicy over here, though.
Or on my
MySpace. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe he still does own it. Maybe he still owns it. I don't know if he does.
Yeah.
But.
You pulled it up?
Yeah, I'm on here right now.
Look me up.
Trying to log it. Look him up.
All right, I'm gonna do that. What's your?
It should be Devin Martin. I don't know.
Martin?
I guess it is Devin Aaron the Great. You know that's what that shit is.
I don't even know if
it
I had
definitely
that.
Was not Devin Martin. Is that how you use your full name on your?
I feel like it should come up.
No, I didn't.
It didn't.
No, I think you have to be.
They probably clean.
Nobody named Devin Martin came up though. I think you gotta be logged in. Okay. Sign in with your Facebook account to find. Why Facebook connected to everything?
Let's see.
Facebook said we'll take that too, just in case it start popping.
Basically, Devin Martin. Dean Martin came up though.
Oh,
okay, same thing.
Close enough.
Darren Martin. Devin Marino.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, it must be more music focused. All right, Lou, where can they find you?
Oh man, I'm on them Instagrams. My name is Lou Belgium.
All right. And you can find Bruising Banter Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Bruising Banter Podcast. You can listen to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Pandora, anywhere you listen to podcasts. You can definitely
go ahead, boy.
Out. For sure, you can definitely go to www.bruisingbanter.com and get that merch if you want it that says Bruising Banter. Support the podcast in that way. You can also leave comments and reviews. Always Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Smash that like button. Smash the follow button. All the good stuff. Make some comments. Drop some comments. All that goodness. If you want to follow me, Rob G. Rob Stay Bruising. Bing, 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 bing. Haters over here.
In the Hollywood Square.
Man, what's happening? What is happening now?
Haters over there.
There's also an artist called Devil Martin. The Devil Martin.
Jeez.
That's getting worse.
Yeah, it is getting worse.
Shout out to the young lady from Delaware who just signed a contract deal. She's from Delaware, right? What's her name? I don't know. I don't remember her name.
Oh fuck! I don't know.
I ain't gonna.
I like how they started. I don't know her name, but they started off as like Del Tech dropout. Like you ain't had to say that about the lady. Like she's an artist right now.
This is the one that worked at Wawa, right?
Yeah.
But
I guess they were trying to go with like a Kanye route, like a college dropout kind of. I don't know. See?
I shared her article and she reposted it. So I mean,
so shout out to the young lady. She's doing her thing. All right. Once again, I want to thank folks for checking in episode 170 of Bruising Banter Podcast. I want to thank you. Here's your round of applause, fans, listeners.
Round of applause.
Until next time,
have a good week, everyone.
Bye.
I wanna be in your life until the night is over. I wanna hold you so tight, coming closer. It's been a hell of a ride, but every single moment you were there by my side. Whenever I'm broken, you make me feel whole. Whenever